I don't give a fuck what no grown man on this app said. They're lying their ass off. If your man likes you, you're in a relationship together, you boyfriend, girlfriend, and he likes you, keyword likes you, he's gonna do whatever you say. He's gonna do whatever you tell him. He's gonna move when you move. I don't give a fuck how broke he is. If he gonna make the motherfucking trees shake until some dollar bills fall off. And that's if he likes you. Oh no, that's just how Jay is. That's how he act. No, that's not how Jay act. That's how Jay act with you, cause Jay don't fucking like you. Man, we are simple, ladies. We are not fucking complicated. Y'all make shit complicated because you wanna fix him. And fellas, if you are in that relationship, cause I have been in that shit too, where I know for a fact this girl ain't nothing but a chapter in my life. Don't get me wrong. It was a very, very fun or a very enjoyable chapter. That was very fun. But that's not my end game. That's not my fucking wife. So just go ahead and tell her straight up, y'all not trying to date no more. You want to fuck around until your end game wife come along, bro. Stop wasting each other time. Get out that damn relationship. Save y'all yourself some time, stress, and money. And it's that simple. That's how relationships should all go. You like me? He gonna move. He don't like you? He not gonna move. That's men.
One thing that I learned through dating my boyfriend, who is now my husband, is that when a man wants you, he makes it so ridiculously clear and obvious, almost to the point where you have to tell him to slow down. Okay? You have to tell him to slow down, or it can be almost to the point where you're overwhelmed because you're so used to the dating anxiety of trying to figure out how a man feels about you. He doesn't call when he says he's going to call. Y'all had a date scheduled, but he didn't say anything the day of. It's a whole bunch of gray area. Please listen to me when I say this. The gray area means he does not want you like that, because there is nobody, and I mean nobody, that is clearer and more obvious and clear than a man who has decided that he wants you and he wants you to be his wife. I promise you, you do not have to beg. You don't have many questions, because he's answering those questions before you ask them. He's telling you we go together. You're not having to ask if we go together. You're not having to ask, so when are we going to get married? He's already making plans in his head of how he's going to do this. His joy is in making you happy and is bringing you joy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is completely different, and it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to the point where it's almost a little scary, okay? There's times where you're going to have to tell him, babe, I can't talk. I'm at work. And it is a beautiful thing when a man is in love. So just trust and believe that there are men who are very intentional about their pursuit. There's confusion. Take it as a no, because when a man wants you, he will make it very clear.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but that man is not thinking about you. He does not care. If he wanted to talk to you, he would text you. He would hit you up. He would watch a story. He would DM you. He would do something. He ain't done none of that. So you get one more day to be delusional. After that, let it go. Let it the fuck go.
When are we going to change the narrative from if he wanted to, he would, to if he was my husband, he would? Big difference. One of them makes you desperate and seeming that you are the problem because he doesn't want to enough. The other version says, if he is the right person for me, he will do it. It will happen naturally. It will align because my husband does those things and then some. So change that narrative that you weren't the girl he would do enough for, and think of it as he needs to be the man, the husband, the future, the person that when you are big pregnant and your stomach stick out all the way out here, he's still gonna look at you with those eyes like, oh, I love you, take care of you, do everything, because that is your husband. And if he ain't even giving you half of that energy from up front, that ain't your man. No hurt feelings. You just go. And that's it. I hate that rhetoric of, oh, yeah, you're not the type of girl he would do that for. Maybe you should do some more spots. Next. Move on. Keep going. Your husband is out there. Just be yourself. You can never do too much for the person that is your person. Period.
Sometimes you need to be disrespected one good time so you can snap out of any delusion that you had about being with this one person, so you can just move on with your life and find somebody who actually wants you. You need to be disrespected one good time so you can finally see this person does not want you. They don't want a future with you. They don't respect you. They don't even like you. Because what we will continue to do, we will make excuses for the micro disrespect. But until they disrespect you, and I mean disrespect you, you have to gather the self-respect that you have left and leave. Look at that disrespect as protection. Look at it like, listen, I'm so glad that you did this.
If men wanted to, they would. So there's no need to beg them.
I know.
When they feel like they found the right girl, they're going to do
Everything.
Everything.
Yep. So one of my points is we are too grown to beg.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
At this point, we're too grown. Like there's nothing else to say about that.
When a guy actually likes you, he will literally move every single cubicle out of the way. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
Men are not hard. It's like if they want something, they'll literally let you know.
I know.
So if you're feeling confused or lost, it's
for a
because they
reason.
don't want you.
Ladies, if you're in a relationship and you have to repeatedly ask your man to do certain things to make you happy over and over and over again, you're giving him the blueprint. You are giving him instructions, ways to make you happy, to make you feel valued, secure, protected. If you keep telling that man what you need him to do and he refuses, that means he doesn't love you. Not enough to make the adjustments. You see, you shouldn't have to ask a man more than once to give you what you need. You shouldn't. And if you do have to ask him over and over, it's because either he's not listening or he doesn't care. And if you're in that situation, you need to run, because he never will. Period. I'm going to tell you something right now. A man will do whatever he has to do to satisfy the woman he loves. Period.
Ladies, always remember that you can't change a man's lack of effort or his spending habits on you when he already set the bar to bare minimum. So, allow him to do what he wants to do so you can see what he chooses to do and then act accordingly.
You do know a man that wants to make you his wife, he will never make excuses. Let me cook for a second. You do know a man that needs for you to be his wife, a man that yearns for you to be his wife, a man that yearns to spend the rest of his life with you. He'll make you a wife. He won't make excuses. He won't talk about how he can't marry you yet because he wished that he was better financially stable. He won't talk about how he can't marry you yet because he can't get you the ring of your dreams. See, a man that really, really wants to be married to you, if he has to give you a macaroni ring, if he has to give you a ring pop, if he has to get you a cubic zirconia, see, the thing about it is you'll accept it because you know that his intentions are pure, and you'll gladly accept that ring because we'll build up to a perfect ring. We'll build up to a fairy tale marriage. But guess what? You don't have to wait. He won't make excuses. He has to let the world know that you belong to him, that he belongs to you, that there is nothing else out here for him. Do you know how many of these men married women with diamond dust, but they just had to have a ring on your finger? Get you a man that has to have a ring on your finger. Get you a man that just has to have you with his last name. Men will make you a wife, not excuses.
3 things I wish somebody would have told me before I started dating. If he wants to, he will. You ain't gotta ask too much of nobody that is willing to do it before you even ask. Yes, communicate your needs, but we don't beg. And number 2, if he plays in your face once, he gonna do it again. And again and again and again. Yes, people can change, but you can change for someone else. Because by the time you start doing that, I'm already gone. And number 3, pay attention to your own toxic ways. You can't expect a perfect relationship, even though there's no such thing. If you the one messing it up, grow up before you start dating.